Graders, today we are going to learn a bit about how we think like scientists. So let's get started. All right, so today we will be observing phenomena and doing an experiment. But first, we need some background knowledge. Like with anything that we are going to research, it's good to know some stuff beforehand. So first, what is that weird word that I said, phenomena? A phenomena is simply an observable fact or event. So phenomena is happening everywhere all the time. So for example, gravity is a phenomena that we can observe and feel. Freezing, we can observe it, right? It can also be an event. Freezing rain, rainbows. So those are just a few of them. Crystals are also a natural phenomena that happen. So now we need to think like a scientist. So when we observe phenomena, we need to think like a scientist, like I said. First, we need to investigate using our senses by asking, what did you see? What did you hear? What did you smell? What did you feel? Can we taste it? How does it taste? So again, see, hear, smell, feel, and taste. So those are the senses that we use to observe phenomena. So what are some things that you may be able to see, hear, smell, feel, or taste during a phenomena? Let's think about something like rain. Rain is a natural phenomena. What do you see with rain? You see water droplets falling out of the sky. You see dark clouds. You might see lightning or, something like that. Puddles. Hear, you're going to hear the sound of the rain hitting the ground. Smell, you might smell the freshness of the rain, kind of that damp, humid smell. Feel, you might feel water droplets hitting your skin. They might be cold, they might be warm, depending on where the storm came from. And taste, if you're sticking your tongue out and tasting that water, you're going to know how it tastes. So now we know what a phenomena is, right? A phenomena is a observable event, and how to think like a scientist using our senses, right? So let's observe this. Okay, so in this experiment, he's just talking about what he's doing. I turned off the audio because the music was kind of annoying, honestly. So watch what happens. This is going to be a time lapse. So this is going to show what's happening over a long period of time with these cups, water, and then these are paper towel. So as we're watching this, I want you guys to observe with your senses. Make sure you're thinking about what you're seeing, because that's all we can really use right now. So you can see as he's laying these out, they're dyed different colors. He used colored water, so that's food coloring in there. So now that we observed that, let's think about what we saw. What did you see? I saw, so if you're filling out this worksheet later for an experiment you'll do, these are the things you're gonna kind of think about. So first I saw colors moving up the paper. I saw colored water moving into the other cups. I saw the paper change colors. Those would just be three. We can't do hear, smell, or touch right now because it's a video. But when you guys do an experiment at home, you will be able to do most of these. So again, like I said, it's okay that we couldn't observe all of them, but we scientists are still able to analyze what happened. So now we're going to take what we saw and we're going to analyze it. So after we make our observations, we analyze our evidence. Some questions you can ask yourself are, what do you notice? What are the parts? How does it change? What stays the same? And what is related? Again, you can see these over here. This is just a little science card that I found that is just a good reminder of what to look at when you're analyzing your evidence, right? Because now we need to think critically about what we noticed. So we are going to use these to kind of sort out what we analyzed about that. So first, the paper towels were in between each cup with colored water. So we saw that, right? That's one of our pieces of evidence. The colored water appeared to move through the paper into the empty cup. Right? We observed that phenomena happening. The paper towel looked wet with colored water after the experiment. So these are our pieces of evidence that we have sorted into step by step. So this first, this happened second, and this happened lastly. You don't have to do that necessarily when you do something, but just logically, it's going to make the most sense to put it in order, right? That's how we're going to tell a story. So next, we use our evidence to tell a story, like I just said. But first, let's watch this video. What this video is going to do is it's going to help us lead into our next idea that we need when we are thinking like a scientist.
What? Ah, Dr. Goldberg! Alive for Dr. Goldberg! Huh?
All right, so the reason why we watched that video is to learn about cause and effect. So we use cause and effect to tell our story. So cause is why something happens, and effect is what happens. So looking at that video, we can identify some cause and effect. So for example, all the birds sat on the power line. Then the big bird joined the little birds. That's a cause. You could also say the big bird joined the little birds, could be an effect, but because we're saying this is one cause, the effect was the power line moved down towards the ground. Then the little birds wanted to peck the toes of the big bird to get it off. That is a cause. The effect of that was the big bird fell and all the little birds went flying. They lost their feathers. That was the effect. So what about the paper towel experiment we saw? what was the cause and effect within that experiment? So do you remember what happened with the color transfer? We saw all these colors move to the different cups, right? Through the paper towel. So let's argue, what story does the evidence tell? So we're going to say that our cause is paper towels can transfer water. You can start on this side as well. This is where you would write all your evidence and then write your claim. I just started here because that's the way my brain works. So first, I observed the colored water move from one cup to the next through the paper towel, right? The paper towels appeared to be wet with the colored water it was transferring at the end. So because of these pieces of evidence that we combined, we can now say paper towels can transfer water. Great job. This phenomena happens throughout nature. Now we are going to study this transferring phenomena through an experiment. The experiment should be in your packets. I hope it's crystal clear. Alright guys, that was all I had for you. Check out that experiment, it's super fun. You'll get to grow some crystals and observe actually the same phenomena as the paper towel. So think about it, let me know. Alright, bye guys.